these live shows are not reaching people. Whoever's watching has had to search this show out. I know you have. I've had to do it with Arwin and various other people who I've watched live. Same went for Ballbusters on Saturday. So please, for the love of you know who, share the show.
How's it going out there, guys? Got a great show for you today. If you'd like to support this channel, there's PayPal and Patreon links in the info box below. Let's roll on over to Discord, see what we have here. What's going on over there, Discord?
Hey.
Hey, who's all in there? I can't see you. 1 second.
I'm always number 10.
You got to control the excitement out here. Who do we got? We have the beautiful Betty Van Velsen. How's it going today, Betty?
Yeah, I was a little late, so I hope that I'm up to date.
Up to date with the Flat Earth debate. You're a little late. Everyone's late. Everyone is late all the time. You know, we have to get sound checks just to remind you guys, all right? You come rolling on in here 5 minutes before. It cracks me up, man. So,
Hey, I just jumped off the tractor. Give me a break.
yeah, I'm sorry about that. We got the distinguished Nathan Oakley. How's it going today, sir? Thank you. That was deep. Bloody hell. And we have the lovely Emma UK. How's it going out there, Emma?
Not too bad, thank you. We're all on lockdown here, so Nathan's probably, I don't know, been called away by the police. Told to get offline.
Is Nathan locked down? He just dropped.
Out. Yeah. He must have had some problems, maybe with the connection or something.
Yeah. Did he get his new iPad yet? Hey, Nathan, did you get your new iPad? I guess not.
I think that he has it to reinstall or something.
Yeah, this is really rolling good this morning.
I'm ready.
What you ready for?
I'm ready for rolling. I've been rolling since 5 o'clock this morning. What are you talking about?
You get up at 5 o'clock.
Rolling Stone.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. You get up at 5 o'clock every morning?
I'm California. How do you think I get Nathan's show so early every day?
That didn't answer my question. Do you get up? What time do you get up every day?
5 o'clock.
So you wake the chickens up.
No chickens. Everything's been cold. They're either in the freezer or they're coming next year fresh.
The chickens?
Everything.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Oh no. We went through this the other day.
For that. He saw my farm. And he crossed the road to get away.
All right, Nathan, sir, did you get back yet? Radio check. Lost 3. This is lost 1. Or you lost 2 over?
I think my last statement got fouled up.
Chickens are birds.
I think Nathan has to check out what's going on. I don't think that he's responding.
He's trying to get on, but he might be on mute.
No, he's good. He's squared away on here. He was working just fine just a couple minutes ago. That lockdown must be secure in the UK. But let's check on Emma. Emma, radio check.
I'm here, sir.
See, Nathan.
Already.
Yep, Nathan just dropped again. Yep. So he must be having some technical difficulties. I think he might have been having some technical difficulties earlier today also. He didn't get a chance to talk about it. So he's back again.
There was no show, right?
No. Yeah, something happened. Like I said, I was thinking it was some technical difficulties, and he seems to be having the same now. So, and just to let him know, when you don't have your show, Nathan, people get like DTs I mean, even the ballers, it seems like they need it, right? And if they don't get it, they start spazzing out. Just something I noticed.
Maybe his computer caught a virus.
Oh, listen at you.
Hey, there's Anthony.
Hey. There's the echo. That's right. We got him.
You won't have an echo now.
Always Tony, every time he enters a room.
It's because I have it on loud so I can hear it in the background. It's okay.
It's your trademark, Anthony. It's priceless, man. But you're good now. So what's going on? Are you on lockdown too in the UK?
Oh yeah, it's getting serious now. I mean, people are actually being told that they've got to stay in, otherwise the police will be implementing fines, and you're only allowed outside to go to the shop to do one piece of exercise a day. I don't think that's mandatory though. I don't think you have to do one piece of exercise a day. Obviously, I won't be applying that bit, but I think that bit's discretionary. But yeah, you're allowed out once a day to go shopping if you need to. You can go shopping. I think you're allowed to take the dog for a walk as well. I think they're allowing that, provided that you behave. But yeah, things seem to be getting serious here.
Yeah, it's the same here in Holland, where it's not a lockdown, but you have to stay away from each other, so some distancing, and because they saw this weekend a lot of people on the beach. I think that everybody wanted to see that horizon or the multiple horizons, but it isn't allowed anymore. We can't be gathering on the beaches, so it's a ban on beaches, I think.
There's only one horizon.
There he is.
There he is. See, I had to sort of lure him with the multiple horizon bit.
Lure?
Lure? What is it?
That's pretty good. No, that's not bad. I'm not going to make fun of you all that much. That was pretty good.
All that much?
Nathan, you on lockdown, sir?
I don't really follow the news, so I don't know what any of these terms really mean in actual terms. Other than
you could be fined. Be careful.
Yeah, so I understand. There's two things I'll note, right? The first is that as I walk around, because I'm not doing anything different. I don't care what people say. I'm not just going to carry on as life as normal. And as I walk around in the deserted streets, there's people who give you a very telling look as you walk past them, which is to say, yeah, well, load of nonsense. And each and every time, and I'm not even joking, each time I've done that, the person has stopped, said, nice day. And I've said, yeah, it is a nice day. And they've said, what a load of nonsense we're dealing with at the moment. One guy said it's because they want to put up taxes. I take that to mean the government want to do something other than what they're saying. But that was his conclusion at the end of the discussion. I discussed a bit about the Hegelian dialectic with several people, including Anthony this morning, and said, look, this is problem, reaction, solution. Don't worry about what they're claiming the problem is. Worry about what their solution is in 12 months when everyone's forgotten about coronavirus. But the second thing I noticed, because that was something that was quite prevalent, I was upbeat about it. I was like, look, the people who are out and about are not the normies anymore. They're the slightly more woke people. And you can have a proper conversation with them. It's really weird. Even when I was driving around, I had the window down, and people were waving at me. I was like, this has never happened in my town before. Someone saying hello to me while I'm driving a car. That's never happened. Anyway, went into the local supermarket, and I'd forgotten where I was in a public place that's for the normies, right? Where they're supposed to go and have been told by the government that they're supposed to go. So I'm in the supermarket to buy milk, as I do normally. And I smile at a guy, thinking, with that frame of mind, there's the normies out. No, I'm in a supermarket. The guy tutted at me and said, some people don't know what 2 meters means. That's what he said to me. I was like, oh, right. Some people should pay less attention to the television.
There is an additional point. There is an additional point worth mentioning. I think pretty much every UK citizen either has or will be about to receive a text message from somebody called UK_gov, and mine reads gov.uk alert coronavirus in capitals. Then it says new rules in force right now, you must stay at home. More info and exemptions at gov.uk/coronavirus. Stay at home, protect the NHS, save lives. But what's really beautiful about it is that at the top of the phone, at the top of the message, I get a banner and it says suspected spam. And then when you read the message, if you expand it, it says Help to stop increasing spam by reporting this message. And I have the choice where I can report it as spam or report it as not spam. What do you think I'm going to press?
Guess
But it
who
is
will
spam.
be on your doorstep?
It is spam. That's the very definition of spam. That's what it is. That's spam.
It is
right there.
spam. It is spam. So if you've not received your text message, you're obviously not considered important enough in society. I've got one. Have you got one, Nathan?
No, I didn't get one. No.
Emma?
Yes, I received mine.
If there's not a more formal but polite way of saying we're watching you, the UK government has texted us.
We've all been profiled, and now they're coming to take us away. Haha, hee hee, ho ho.
That's an old one.
Yeah. It's a weird one, that song, right?
So so you can only go out once a day, is what you're saying, Tony?
You can go to the shops only once a day. You can go for exercise only once a day, and I think you can walk your dog. I think there's something like you have to take you on the shortest possible run and stupid things like that. But you can walk your dog. But yeah, they're definitely clamping down on it. And it also, Boris said on the news last night, he said, if society does not take this seriously, then you will be forced to take things. You will be forced. Now, here's an interesting twist, right? One of my mates lives in London, and he's a blue pillar. He's a normal blue pillar. He thinks I'm daft. He points the finger at me and he giggles. But he sent me a message this morning, and for the last week or so, he's been asking me, well, what the hell's going on here? None of this makes any sense. Anyway, he sent me a message and he said, yeah, I've got something for you. And on the show with Good Morning Britain, Good Morning with Phil Schofield, we came across him recently. I think it's Good Morning. If it's not Good Morning, it's one of the morning shows. It shows the underground was packed with people, and the TV was reporting that people are not listening to the government. But my mate was there in the same tube station that this footage was actually recorded at the time, and he's took pictures, and it was basically a ghost town. So on the TV, they're showing that the underground in London was packed like sardines, the way you'd normally expect it in peak rush hour. But my mate was actually there, and it was pretty much empty. So what we're being told isn't matching what's actually happening in real world. So I guess the point I'm saying is keep an eye out for what is actually happening and compare it to what we're being told is happening, because it's not. It doesn't seem to be consistent.
You're saying he was at the same place?
Yeah. I'll send you do you want me to send you the pictures in the so you can see them?
Yeah, send them over Skype. Same place, same time?
Same place, same time. It was being reported as whatever on TV.
No offense. No offense. The TV lies. Yeah, shock horror. Yeah, they create narratives and edit videos. What a shock. This is not exactly, this isn't a shock, right? Is it?
No.
To me, it's not in the slightest bit shocking. So, again, this is something I say to all the same people part of the conversation. Say, look around you. Use your own eyes. It's a bit like when you're debating fundies about the globe. What they see is on a screen in orthographic Muppet vision. That's what they see. And what I see comes through my eyeballs. I'm looking at a horizon right now. That's what I see. I don't see corpses piling up. I don't see anybody dying. That's what I see. Now, I don't care what people tell me they see on the TV. I don't have a TV, and I'm not in the slightest bit concerned. I'm better off for it. Half the time I don't know what's going on, but I'm in blissful ignorance of the nonsense that I'm supposed to be aware of and supposed to concern myself with. I just don't. It's not worth your worry. What they want is your fear. That's the purpose of this. I don't care what. I don't need to know the details. I know what they want. They want everyone terrified. And it sounds like they're achieving it. Me, I'm not in the slightest bit worried. Until the solution comes along, then I'll be worried.
So, John, you've got it in Ballbusters.
Appreciate that, man. Thanks. Yeah, I did want to touch on these things because it's affecting everyone. Not so much. It's not affecting me all that much, but I can see it. I can feel it. Especially my extended family members, I could feel it a little bit. It hasn't really. The biggest thing is the kids are home from school. That's the biggest thing.
Is it this feeling that you've got, John? Is it a bit like the apparent geometric radius? Sorry, messed that up. the geometric horizon. It's not really there, but you can feel it.
It's yeah, sort of something like that. Yeah, I suppose.
Go on, Nathan. What were you going to say?
I can't remember now.
Sorry.
Your thoughts are on lockdown. All right, so let's get to the subject matter. And I know I haven't been around this guy all that much, Craig the Fat Girth, but I was bombarded a couple days ago by videos. Now I usually just blow them off with this guy because I seen it about a year ago, and we're gonna go over that here in a few minutes. I don't follow him, but not only did one person, it was like 10 people sent me this video, right? And it was the video of him debating Nathan Thompson. And I'll tell you what, I think my mouth was gapped here listening to this absolute nonsense. I couldn't believe it. And no one was doing anything about it. No one was saying anything in the comments. They didn't even bring it up. And it was an absolute train wreck. The things that he was saying, we're going to go over. You're going to see this. What in the world is going on out there, people? Are you all retards? People! I mean, not to even say anything to him. Everyone was dogging Nathan Thompson out. They were praising Greg in this debate. Praising... Wait till you see this, folks. You want to talk about language isn't able to encapsulate the stupidity of this. So we're going to get to it here in a few minutes. I'll just I know some people have some opinion. I don't know him all that well, only to see him on a video. He's cocky, and I guess, I don't know what he's trying to go for here. Maybe saying things like in a cocky manner, like confident that's going to cloak your abject horseshittery. I don't know. You tell me.
I've got something to add. I've just remembered my point. Don't ruin it again. So this has affected you, and it's directly related to the middle of the presentation, which is why I'm butting in, even though I wouldn't normally. I know the rules. So this is affecting you. This live show is not reaching your audience. Do you know that? How many people are watching, Betty?
Sorry? How many people? 55.
Sounds pretty low, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is low, I assure you. I've looked at the stats. So as of about 5 days ago, live shows stopped going out to a live audience. Or not stopped going out to a live audience, stopped being, publicised to your own subscribers. So half of your own subscribers now, or the vast majority of them, in fact, don't know you're live right now. So there you go. This is affecting you. So presumably, I'll leave the speculation till later. I just wanted to get it in now because I want to discuss it later. But the reason I've dropped it in now is because those 55 people who are watching now, this is me speaking directly to you. If you don't share the show won't reach anybody. So whereas I used to suggest that you share the show, now it's far more imperative. These live shows are not reaching people. Whoever's watching has had to search this show out. I know you have. I've had to do it with Arwin and various other people who I've watched live. Same went for Ballbusters on Saturday. So please, for the love of you know who, share the show. That's it. I'm done. Anthony, if you've got something to pipe up about Fight the Flat Earth, then feel free.
Well, I just want to add to that. I noticed that when Roxanne and Arwin were recently broadcasting, the little symbol in the column on the left was not showing that they were broadcasting live. So when you have a cursory glance down the left to see who's online and live at the moment, even though they were broadcasting, you didn't know that they were live. Now, I've not had notified from Nathan's show for ages. I've resubscribed and all the usual things, and I just don't get them for some reason. But now I don't even know that he's going live unless I hear it on the grapevine. Now today, Nathan, for whatever reason, didn't go live. And if he had gone live, I wouldn't have even known he was going live, but for knowing about it. So it's like, oh, something's really going weird at the minute. It's like they don't want us to be talking about this proper.
I suspect there's something else, but I just don't want to cut QE off while he's primed to do the start of his presentation.
No. No.
Happy for us to carry on this conversation.
No. You could carry on the conversation. I'm flexible with it. I've noticed it, like in Ballbusters too, but I don't know how much bank I should put in the viewing numbers. I think that can be manipulated, right?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I'm pretty confident. Yeah, I've been doing this 11, nearly 12 years now. I'm pretty confident in the viewing numbers. So I wouldn't put any salt in people saying no, they're manipulating the actual numbers. If it says there's 55 people watching, I'm pretty confident there's 55 people watching.
Okay.
If it says there's 300 watching, now don't get me wrong. This is a sidebar, but people can view bot their own shows. People have shown me them doing it. I don't know how to do it, but I've had people who are far more technically savvy than me show me them doing it. So I know people can view bot their shows and create their own fake viewers. But I know you don't do that. I don't do that, and there's various other people who I know don't do that, and their numbers are pretty accurate. So it might be you saying, "Well, no, there could be 5,000 people." No, there isn't. There's 55 people watching. But that's because there's 55 people watching. But that's bad. These shows on your channel at this time get 100 minimum, 120. That's what they get consistently. Now it's got 55. It might have increased now since I've pleaded for people to... I just want to speculate, so I want to get this out.
Go ahead.
I speculate the reason for this is because it's live, right? There's no control over the information. If you upload a video, they can check it through, scan it thoroughly, basically with an algorithm, check what the content is that can scan the words. That's why you get such good subtitles these days. Anyway, they can't do that with live. And typically, in years gone by, when YouTubers, let's take John LeBon for an example, when there was the Ariana Grande bombing or whatever it was, I forget what, he was doing stuff in real time, and he lost his channel as a result of him doing those sorts of things, keeping up with the live bullshit and not changing, but commenting on the bullshit as it's being bullshitted about. We're going to try and talk about the reality that we see rather than the non-reality that we're being peddled. So in my humble opinion, during these times, it's much easier to stop people who are potentially going to reach a much bigger audience. I mean, sounds terrible. I was like, all right, so if everyone's at home, well, then that's going to be great for my YouTube channel. That's going to be nothing but beneficial. Next thing you know, why are my stats dropping? What's going on?
Yeah.
That's what I've spent all day doing. That's why I didn't go live. So, after looking at it, you go, okay, right. So it's clear that they don't want us talking without there being any sort of control over what we're saying. And obviously live broadcasting, reaching as many people as you could reach within your subscriber base, they don't want that. So they just don't let people know that you're live right now. But that might never change back. For all we know, that's it now for us. We'll never be, out there potentially broadcasting to our own audience that's actually subscribed to us. They'll never know we're live. Maybe it will change back after they get the people back instead of the bots back at Google. Because currently the reason for this is because of the shutdown. There's not enough people. They've given us notifications and said via email and via some of the notification tabs in the studio app that they haven't got the manpower to actually go through and check things that are potential community guidelines violations. Therefore, what they'll do is just automatically censor them. Well, if you think, if they haven't got the manpower to go through and check us, and they haven't got anybody there at all to check what's going on live, then why bother risking there being something detrimental to the current spin and narrative that's being pumped out? Why not just shut it down completely? Any opposition that might be challenging it in the moment, and then once it's all done and all the seeds have been planted, they can start to, maybe they'll start to let us have our ability to actually live stream to an effective audience again back. Maybe they won't.
Scary. That's all I have to say about it. It is friggin' scary if that's what's happening.
You want to know my solution?
Yes.
It's not exactly, it's like a coat of paint on a rusty fence, but there we go. So the only way I can think of to solve this is to allow YouTube to go through my stuff before I've done it. So I'll flip around the way that the broadcasting works. I'll go live at the usual time on the second channel as opposed to the first channel. In other words, that will reach a limited audience at the usual live debate time. And then once the uncut and after show is finished, I'll re-render it and put it out on the other channel. In other words, flip the two channels around.
Right.
So I'll have a massively limited audience rather than just a limited audience live. And then hopefully it'll, because it's obviously had the opportunity for the people who run the site to have their fingers go through it in a metaphorical way before it goes out to an audience. Hopefully it will actually go out to an audience if it premieres. So for the time being, I'm just going to flip around the debate, do it live on the second channel, and then have it go out at the usual second channel time on the main channel. So everything will just mirror itself from one channel to the next, and hopefully that will retain some of the audience that just simply aren't watching as a result of this.
Remember you preached to me when I first started the channel, stay on schedule. I mean, you must have said it a couple hundred times to me, right? Stay on schedule. Don't break your schedule. Do the schedule. Stick with it, right? So I don't know, why should the notifications even go out? They know when I'm coming, right? And you're coming.
Well, that's exactly why you've still got an audience. You know, if nobody knows you're going live at all, then you're just going to reach whoever happens to look at your video listings on the homepage of your particular YouTube site, and then they see that you're live there, which is the only way I found Arwen. And Roxanne, same principle. You've got to go to her site, go to the videos bit, check in videos, and there it is. And you're like, wow, normally this is on the front page of my, or at least I've set it to be on the front page of my homepage. If someone comes to me and I'm live, it should be there, front and center. Not anymore. You've got to search it out. But fortunately, people do know the time that you're going live. That's why I'm going to keep it, as I say, hopefully, if, I can send out a community post or something and just say, look, the two channels are flipping their schedules around. What was 2 o'clock on the main channel is now 2 o'clock on the second channel, and what was 8 o'clock on the second channel is now going to be 8 o'clock on the main channel. But, that way, at least the majority of the people are going to get to see the rendered show rather than the live show, which is the only way I can reach a larger audience.
Right.